Hello, it's Heather Warwick Mather. I was doing the listening self-evaluation. I'm going to go through these questions and answer them. I've already scored myself. On number 1, it says giving into mental distractions. I said usually, and I think that has a lot to do with multitasking from 9 years being in EMS. And having to do multiple things while listening to people at the same time. Number 2 would be giving in to physical distractions, and that's almost always. Again, I think that relates back to EMS and having to be hypervigilant. And I've answered these questions based on everyday interactions, not necessarily listening to seminars. Number 3, trying to recall everything a speaker says. I put usually, and I know it's doing that a lot in school and lectures, trying to attempt to understand almost everything they're saying and retain everything. Number 4, rejecting a topic as uninteresting before hearing the speaker. Almost never. I actually listened to a seminar about spraying water on blueberries and what that does for blueberries, and it actually was really interesting. I never farmed blueberries or anything. 5 would be fake paying attention. Sometimes I think that's something that I'd have to work on. I don't think that relates to anything. Number 6 is jumping to conclusions about a speaker's meaning. I put seldom. I don't recall jumping to conclusions, but I kind of wanted to say that I seldom do it because I'm sure I have before. Number 7, deciding a speaker is wrong before hearing everything she or he has to say. Then again, I put seldom. I don't recall, but I can say that I probably would jump to a conclusion pretty easily, or deciding that they're wrong pretty easily. I don't remember doing it, so I put seldom for those. Number 8 is judging a speaker on personal appearance. That would be almost never. I learned that at a very young age watching my aunt give seminars on the relationship between poverty and obesity, and she would walk in an attire that was pretty much looked like what someone would consider a homeless person, would look like a stereotypical homeless person. So I learned at an early age never to judge a speaker by their personal appearance. Number 9 is not paying attention to the speaker's evidence. Almost never. I'm always going to listen 100% to what they have to say if they're presenting their point of view. And 10, focusing on delivery rather than on what the speaker says. Almost never. So I scored a 72, which is pretty low for listening well. My strengths for that would definitely be jumping to conclusions. I don't do that. And focus on delivery and personal appearance. I really don't do that. And I try to do that in everyday listening. Don't do those either. My greatest weakness would definitely be distraction, mental distraction, physical distraction, and I did notice that sometimes I listen too hard, and that happens. But mainly distraction, and if I could stay focused mentally and physically, it would be a lot easier. I'd actually score really high if I wasn't so distracted. But I did want to answer it honestly, and that is honestly how I would evaluate myself. Thank you for listening, and I hope that's how we were supposed to do this. If not, let me know via email so I can know for next time, maybe a video response. Alright, thanks.